You may know him from radio or follow him on social media. His name is Marconi, and this is the Bologna Podcast.
So we meet again, Internet. Yes, it is I, Bologna's Francine Marconi, professional podcaster, YouTuber, radio host, and media blogwanaut extraordinaire. And I'm here drinking a little Stumptown coffee. Man, I feel like I am better when I am drinking Stumptown coffee. If you haven't tried it, it's from Portland, Oregon, and it's delicious. It's not an endorsement. I mean, I would be glad to have them as a sponsor, but I'll also do it for free. Don't tell that to them. Well, a lot of stuff has happened since last we talked. Let's see. My girlfriend went out of town. She is visiting her family for her grandfather's birthday in BC, Canada. You know, it's weird because I enjoy, because we live together and we've lived together for over a month now. You know, I enjoy her company and we spend pretty much 24 hours together and we both get to work from home and all that kind of stuff. So she doesn't drive me crazy. She's a great girl. But something about when your girlfriend leaves, you feel like it's like a party time. Like, I don't know. Do you have this too? I get really excited. I start dancing around the house. I start eating random things and I'm not even hungry.
Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and dance to you feel better.
Yeah, so my girlfriend is out of town for the week, and so I don't really have anything planned. You know, like a lot of times you're like, hey, let's do a guys' night or something. But my girlfriend's cool, so I don't really have any things that I don't get to do. But I am excited. I don't know why, because like the night before she left, we went out for a nice Italian dinner. And this restaurant that I go to, it's kind of insane. With your order, you get an extra order to take home. I literally have enough pasta dishes to last me like the next 2 weeks.
That thing, try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better. Get up.
I don't know why that excites me. It seems like maybe my life must be pretty bland if just the fact that I have extra pasta in the refrigerator and my girlfriend's out of town gives me this feeling of like, yeah, I can run around the house in my underwear and fart. There's really no difference.
That thing and shake it. Say it now. Get up off of that thing and shake till you feel better.
You know, you feel like maybe you're going to do something crazy. You're going to go out and party with the fellas and go nuts and just, you know, live it up. But you don't end up doing that.
Get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Get up off. Good God.
So anyway, I'm having a blast while my girlfriend's away. I'm doing nothing different. I kind of get maybe excited that I can watch some movies that my girlfriend might not want to watch with me. My girlfriend watches everything from horror stories to action movies. What do I have left? A rom-com?
So good. Everybody ready?
Anyway, so that's what's going on with me. My girlfriend's out of town. And, you know, this is our first Christmas together, and she has made a Christmas list of ideas, and I think this is essential. I'm not a guy who wants to guess what you want for Christmas. I always feel like I'm going to get it wrong. I am always just kind of lost. I try to pay attention to what my girlfriend's into and stuff, and I probably could come up with some ideas, but you don't ever know exactly what they want. How could we possibly? So, I mean, and I like to do a few things that I know she does want and then maybe try something. So it's not a complete fail if that gift that I just go out on a limb and try it doesn't work. So she has made a list of stuff on Pinterest, which I thought was an interesting way. A lot of people will make maybe an Amazon list or something like that. But I looked through it today and I'm like, it gave me more ideas. So I kind of like that. So I don't know, you should encourage your significant other to make a list of some kind on Pinterest, because then you can just go to the link and buy it online, and there's enough time now to get it here before Christmas. So maybe I'll do that while my girlfriend's gone. That'll be the big Bachelor thing I do. What are you doing? I'm Pinteresting. F my life.
The Marconi Bologna Podcast.
Miley Cyrus lights up a joint on stage at the EMAs. That's the European version of the Video Music Awards on MTV Europe. So she accepted an award, and she came out with a purse, and then suddenly she just busts out her marijuana joint.
Fans, my Smilers, for making this happen, and Terry Richardson for putting this together. You know, I couldn't fit this award in my bag, but I did find this, so thank you guys very much. Good night, everybody. Thank you. EMAs, thank you for having me. I love y'all so much.
I don't know. I don't know if we're supposed to be shocked or, oh my God, she lit up a joint on stage. Is it really that big of a deal that somebody does that? I guess she doesn't want to be an example to those people who used to watch her on Hannah Montana. We get it. You're crazy. You're lighting up joints. You're wearing underwear on stage. You got a foam finger and you're rubbing it up against yourself. You're so shocking. Is it that shocking that someone lights up a joint in public as a celebrity? I mean, or does it matter that it shocks us? Or why are people trying to shock us still? And why are there people that are still shocked? But it's amazing to me, like, you know, how at one point, you know, like Paul McCartney would get arrested for having pot on his person at the airport. And now we have Miley Cyrus in front of the world smoking a joint. Boy, we've really come a long way, haven't we? About you, but I get tired of hearing about all these NFL players doing dumb things. Maybe it's just because they make millions of dollars and they're really dumb with their money and they could have the best careers ever, and then they say or do something really stupid. It just makes you think, if I had that money, would I do those stupid things? Probably not. So here are some of the dumbest players in the NFL. Antonio Cromartie. Now, he has a clean NFL career, no issues on and off the field. But on HBO's Hard Knocks, he was asked to name his 7 children. Now, I'm not calling the guy a moron for having what is now 12 children with 8 different women. But if you can't even remember their names, I don't think you should continue to procreate. Ben Roethlisberger. What can you say that hasn't been said? He should only be known for his 2 Super Bowls with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but unfortunately, that's not the case. Ben is more known for being accused twice of sexually assaulting women. And while he's never been charged, he still made some moronic mistakes. When you're a celebrity with a lot of money, you have to make sure your choices are not going to come back to haunt you. Since these incidents, Big Ben has been clean, but he still makes the list. Michael Vick. Duh. Plaxico Burress, so much potential. Famous for his game-winning touchdown in Super Bowl 42, just 9 months after that game, Plaxico Burress shot himself in the thigh in a New York City nightclub. He accepted a plea deal after being indicted on 2 counts of criminal possession of a weapon. His plea sent him to prison for 2 years, effectively ending his NFL career. Ray Lewis. Shortly after Super Bowl 24 celebration, Lewis and his friends were involved in a fight which led to the stabbing death of 2 men. Lewis was indicted on murder charges and aggravated assault, but accepted a plea deal and testified against his friends. Ultimately, no one was convicted for the murders, but now instead of being known as 2-time Super Bowl champion and one of the greatest linebackers in NFL history, he's more famous than OJ for getting away with murder. Ocho Cinco. Chad Johnson. His moronic behavior began with his touchdown celebrations. I mean, they were awesome, but some people thought they were pretty tasteless. Then he decided to change his name officially to Ocho Cinco because he wore the number 85. Except Ocho Cinco is not the Spanish word for 85. While it does mean 8 and 5, it was a horrible choice. Then in 2012, Johnson headbutted his then wife and received a year of probation, which he violated, and then was sentenced to 30 days in jail. He reached a plea deal to keep him out of jail, but then the judge nullified that after he slapped his attorney in the butt. The judge felt Johnson wasn't taking the situation seriously, so the 30-day sentence was reinstated. But Johnson only served 7 days. And those are just some of the dumbest players in the NFL.
Marconi Bologna.
Now it's time for some of your questions from Twitter, Facebook, and my blog at marconibologna.com. Jason from Beaverton asks, when are you coming back to Portland radio? Jason, I've chased Portland radio for years, only to be rejected several times. The question is, when is Portland radio coming back to me? Here's another question. Do you have a YouTube channel, Marconi? Yes, in fact, I do. And I plan on doing more videos with regularity in 2014, starting in January. So check out my YouTube channel. It's just /Marconi Bologna. Pretty much everything on the internet is that. And yeah, I've got a lot of YouTube channels, and we'll be doing a lot more in 2014. So I hope you'll subscribe to all of them. Marconi, what is the best meal of the day? The only meal of the day is breakfast. All of it. I seriously could eat breakfast every day, all the time. Especially breakfast for dinner. Breakfast for dinner was started long ago when someone was out of ingredients to make dinner. They were like, oh, I've got eggs, bacon, and toast. I could have that for dinner instead. What a novel idea! Thus, breakfast for dinner was born. Pancakes, bacon, eggs, toast, Bloody Marys. What's not to love? You should probably have breakfast for dinner tonight. I enjoy listening to your podcast. My question is, what is wrong with people? That is, in fact, a good question. My observation is, I don't really know. You're in traffic, people are constantly cutting you off. There are still guys with those tailpipes that are so loud you can't even think when they drive by you. Who still modifies their car like that? That's stupid. Stop it. Why do we still have people that blare their music as they drive by your neighborhood at 3 in the morning? Stop it. And parents, it's your job to stop raising these assholes. They learned it from somewhere. I'm looking at you. There's a reason why I don't have children. My pets only violate the sanctity of my home. More people should consider sterilization, let's be honest.
Follow Marconi on Twitter at Marconi Bologna. Get lost in his K-hole.
Yes, I do have plenty of podcasts, and you can find them all on Spreaker.com/Marconi Bologna. Of course, we're on iTunes, Stitcher, and every other podcast platform imaginable, including iHeartRadio. A podcast I'm working on with my girlfriend Sierra, the Pet Podcast, will be all about pets. We'll talk to pet professionals, answer your questions, and give you ideas and so much more. To find all the links to all the things we're already doing on the internet before we even start one podcast, check out our website at petpodcast.org. Well, thank you for listening to another edition of the Bologna Podcast. You can always ask me anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I'll do my best to answer your questions every week. For the best places to find and ask your queries, head to my blog at marconibologna.com. Now, I've got to get back to bachelorizing my life since my girlfriend's out of town and do the things that I can't do when she's not here. What are those exactly?
The Bologna Podcast.